Hi folks, how you doing? Scott Cohen here. Just wanted to make a video about how to review a tax return with a client. Okay, so actually, what's today? Today's Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Anyway, having a little snow outside. On Friday, I'm not going to be there. Okay, so I've been doing most of the reviews now. You guys have sat in on them, but I just wanted to make a video. I'm going to make it a little assignment for you to do, to go out there and watch this video. Go watch it a couple times. It just to help you learn how to do this. Okay, it's not hard. Okay, and probably the best way to do it is to sit side by side. When I've been doing it, I've had the client across from me, but it's actually easier if you sit side by side with them. Okay, so this is a typical package. Actually, it's one that we've done and I've gone through and pulled the name off. But what you do, so here's the package itself. So what we're going to do, there's a couple documents in here, and when we get to them, I'll show you which ones we're going to need to save, and the other ones are going to leave with the client. All right, so here it's got our name and university on here, and then it'll say their name right in here, but I took it out. Okay, see this area right here? I took it out. Just make sure that address is correct. Okay. Now this particular item right here, it shows what we charge them. And I always joke with them. And again, their name would be right here. And I said, listen, you're such a good client. We didn't charge you anything. Just a little bit of humor. Folks seem to like that, or at least I think it's funny. So I tell them that. This page and the next page, what these are some summary pages. No real need to go through with those with them. Just tell them that these are summary pages. Okay, really what we want to go through is the return. These next couple of items right here are W-2s. So remember, when you're going into the computer and putting in the W-2 information, what it's doing is it's replicating it and spitting it out as part of this package to make sure that they have a copy. So hopefully if they staple all this together, we staple it all together for them. Besides that copy that they had and the copy we gave them that we made, they'll have another copy here just in case they ever lose something. Okay? So here you go, W-2, and in this case, so there was 2 or 3 W-2s. I think there was 3, okay? Now notice this next one here, it says consent to disclose. This is one of the items that we need to keep, okay? All you gotta do, just ask them to sign right here and date it. This basically just that we did their tax return and VITA had their information, okay? This is one of the documents we need to keep. So this one, you keep off to the side. Now normally what I do is I take this one and I put it to the side, and another one that I'm going to show you, put it to the side, go over the return, and then at the end I have them sign those, okay? And here is the second document, this 8879. What this is permission for us to e-file. Again, they need to sign, and they need to see where it says your signature right here. This is where they need to sign and date. Okay, so those are the 2 documents. So when you get the package and you sit down, take those 2 documents, set them over to the side, because we're going to keep those. The other document that they're going to keep 2 other items. One, it's going to be the 13614, you know, that paper that they filled out with all the information. We're going to keep that, and we're also going to keep the document that says we gave their originals back, because we don't want anybody saying we didn't give them their originals back. Okay. All right, so now we can talk about the return. We've put those 2 items to the side. So what you want to do, see here, name, all of these items, you want to ask them, is this information all correct? Last name here, social security number is good. If they're married, the same thing. Address and all that. Filing status, is that correct? Right? Then what you're going to go through, if they have dependents, the same thing. So you're basically going to be asking them each time. Each time you're going to be asking them, does this look right to you? Okay? All right, now you're going to tell them, okay, this was your total income. Okay? Now there might be items in here, and you can actually read what these are. That's why if you're sitting right next to them, it's pretty easy to read. If there was any IRA distributions and what the taxable amount is, any Social Security benefits, what the taxable amount was. So anyway, this person didn't have that. So it came down, their gross income, they made $25,985. They were single, and they didn't itemize. They took the standard deduction, so $14,600. So you just want to go, okay, so your income was $25,985. Standard deduction was $14,600. So your taxable income, what you're going to be taxed on, is $11,385. Okay. Now, what that means, so tax and credits. Okay. So this is how much tax the government wanted. $1,138. That's how much tax the government wanted from them. On their W-2s, they had given $2,432. You see it right there, $2,432. And they also got an American Opportunity Tax Credit. This is on Form 8863, and I'll show you that, of $1,000. So the bottom line here is the government wanted $1,138. They paid 34. Total payments was $34.32. And so here was the total tax. And then it adds here, it says other items. So their total tax, in this case for this individual, their total tax was zero. Okay? Because they had some other credits and such. All right? Total tax was zero. Opportunity tax credit. So they get $3,432 back. Okay? All right? I hope that makes sense. All right, so far. All right, so therefore we go, they're like, oh, great, I get $3,432 back. Okay. Now, these next items, these are those credits and payments. Okay. This one, you see the Schedule 3, this is for additional credits and payments. Basically, what those are credits to their account. In this case, that $1138, that came, so part of that American Opportunity Tax Credit, part of it comes to you, part of it can be refunded, but the other part is used as a credit. And in this case, notice it's from Form 8863, not line 19. So because they had that, they paid for college and stuff, and they got $1138. That's why it zeroed out their tax. Okay. The next item we have here is Schedule A. Now, this particular individual, they didn't itemize their deduction. They took the standard deduction. Why? Well, the only tax they paid here, it looks like so far, $514, and that was state income tax, okay? And that was it. So I just tell them, listen, $14,600 or $514? $14,600 is the better deal. That's why we use that. Now, the 8863, this has to do, it's a calculation. All you really need to be able to show them is that there's part of it that's refundable, part of it's not. So the refundable part is the maximum is $2,500, the refundable part's $1,000, and then here non-refundable education credit, that $1138, that's the item that made them zero out their tax. So if you go back up here, if you're going, what are you talking about? Go right back up here. Oops, second page. See this $1138? See this tax credit right here from the 8812, this $1138, that's what they're talking about. Okay? All right, so you go through that. You show them, just explain it to them. If you need to get somebody else to help you, that's fine. Okay? These two other papers don't normally come out with our printout. I just did a printout here. Now, this is the state tax return. Okay? Now, this one you can't explain to anybody. All you can show them is right here, you get a refund and you get $82. And now I can show you that here's the reason why they got the $82, right? They paid in $596 and the North Carolina wanted $514. Okay? North Carolina $514, they paid in $596. Oh no, and this, I'm sorry, payment due. So they paid in $514. State of North Carolina wanted $596, so they had a payment due of $82. Okay? And that's pretty much it. You ask them if they have any questions. You have them sign those two papers. So what you should have at the end is you should have at least 4 items. Or actually, that should almost always be right, 4 items. One, that yellow paper, that's in case we have to contact them again. Then you should have the 8879. Then you should have that paper that says VITA, where they had to sign that VITA did their return. And the 4th paper is the one where we gave them back their originals and they signed that we gave them back their originals. And that's it. All right. Well, I hope this helps. I'm not going to be there to do it for you, but it's fine. You go ahead and do it. A couple you can work on it just in case. And by the way, I want everybody to watch this video, and I'm going to make it a little assignment. So you're going to sign a little thing that, yes, I watched the video. Okay? All right, folks. Remember, I'm not going to be there. Dr. White's going to be there. So y'all do your best for him. Okay? He's doing me a favor and trying to help out to make sure we can stay open, help the school, help you. All right, folks. That's it. I hope it was helpful.